Verse of the day, July 3rd, 2026. And I will ask the Father, and he will give you another advocate to help you and be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. The world cannot accept him, because it neither sees him nor knows him. But you know him, for he lives with you and will be in you. John 14 verse 16 to 17. There are moments when the heart grows quiet, not because every burden has disappeared, but because words have become difficult to find. Some seasons leave us carrying hopes that feel too fragile to explain and questions that remain unanswered. The soul longs for something steady, something that does not fade when circumstances change or when strength feels small. This verse meets us in that gentle place. It speaks without rushing. It does not push away the weight we carry or pretend that life is untouched by sorrow. Instead, it rests beside us with a quiet promise that we are not left alone. There are days when the silence around us seems larger than our prayers. We search for reassurance, hoping for a sign that God has not forgotten us. We wonder if he still sees every hidden tear, every silent disappointment, every dream that has remained unfulfilled for far longer than expected. Yet even in those quiet places, God's presence does not withdraw. His nearness is often softer than we imagine. It comes like a calm breath after anxious thoughts. It settles gently where fear once tried to make a home. It remains even when emotions rise and fall like changing tides. Sometimes faith feels quiet, yet it is still alive. It continues beneath the surface where no one else can see. It remains in the simple desire to keep turning toward God, even without having every answer. It survives in the small moments when the heart whispers his name without needing many words. The promise of this verse carries a tenderness that reaches beyond visible circumstances. It reminds us that God's presence is not something distant that must be earned. His care is not reserved for days when we feel strong. His closeness is not measured by how confident we happen to be. Even when life feels uncertain, his presence remains constant. There is something deeply comforting about knowing that God understands the places inside us that no one else fully sees. He knows the quiet disappointments we rarely mention. He knows the prayers that have been repeated so many times they have almost become silent sighs. He knows the weariness that settles into the soul after long seasons of waiting. Nothing about us is hidden from him, and still, he chooses to remain near. Hope begins to stir when we realize that his presence is not dependent on perfect circumstances. It is not interrupted by our weakness. It does not disappear because our hearts occasionally grow tired. Instead, his nearness gently surrounds every ordinary day. It walks beside us through familiar routines. It stays with us during long nights when sleep comes slowly. It remains through moments of celebration and moments of quiet grief alike. Sometimes we expect God to speak through dramatic moments, yet so often he comforts through gentle stillness. In the calm of an ordinary morning, in the peace that quietly replaces fear, in the unexpected strength to keep moving one step at a time. His presence often becomes known not through noise, but through peace that slowly settles where anxiety once lived. Slowly, something begins to change. Not because every problem immediately disappears, but because the heart discovers it does not have to carry everything alone anymore. The weight may still be present, yet it no longer feels impossible. The future may still remain unknown, yet it no longer feels empty. Without forcing belief, a quiet confidence begins to grow. It grows through small moments of remembering that God has remained faithful through every changing season. It grows through gentle reminders that his love has never depended upon our ability to understand everything happening around us. His presence becomes a place of rest rather than pressure, a place where striving becomes surrender, a place where fear slowly loosens its grip, a place where hope returns almost unnoticed, like the first light appearing before sunrise. There is a quiet beauty in knowing that God continues working beneath the surface of our lives, even when nothing seems to be changing. Roots often grow in silence long before new life becomes visible. Healing frequently begins where human eyes cannot yet see. His work is patient. His care is gentle. His timing is never hurried. Even when our hearts cannot trace every step ahead, his presence remains closer than our own fears. There are seasons when all we can do is simply remain open to him, open to his peace, open to his comfort, open to the quiet assurance that He has never stopped walking beside us. So today, we rest in the gentle promise that we are not abandoned. There is peace in knowing that God's presence is not fragile. It does not fade with changing emotions or uncertain circumstances. It remains steady through every chapter of life. We are not asked to carry tomorrow before it arrives. We are not asked to understand every mystery. We are simply held by the one who remains near through every season, every joy, every disappointment, and every quiet hope still waiting to bloom. His presence is enough for today. His peace is enough for this moment. His gentle love continues to surround every place within us that still longs for rest. Now, let's pray together. Let my heart become quiet before you, Lord. Thank you for meeting me here in this gentle moment. Thank you for never asking me to pretend that I am stronger than I feel. You know every thought that has passed through my mind today. You know the moments when I smiled even though my heart was tired. You know the places where I have carried silent worries, hidden disappointments, and quiet fears that I have not spoken to anyone. Before I say another word, I simply want to rest in the comfort of knowing that I am fully known by you and still deeply loved. Thank you for staying close to me through every season. Even when I have struggled to recognize your presence, you have never walked away. Even when my prayers have felt small and my faith has felt fragile, you have continued to hold me with a kindness that never grows weary. Your patience has been greater than my doubts, and your mercy has been deeper than my understanding. I am grateful for a love that does not depend on how well I am doing today. I am grateful that your heart toward me remains gentle, steady, and full of compassion. Lord, I confess that there are days when I become overwhelmed by everything I cannot control. I think about tomorrow before today has even ended. I carry conversations that have not happened yet. I imagine outcomes that may never come. My heart becomes restless, and my mind grows heavy. In those moments, I forget how near you truly are. I begin to lean on my own understanding instead of quietly resting in your presence. Today I bring all of that before you. I bring my anxious thoughts, my unanswered questions, my disappointments, and my hopes that still seem far away. I bring the dreams I have held for so long that they sometimes feel impossible. I bring the relationships that need healing, the decisions that require wisdom, and the burdens that have quietly settled into my heart. I do not want to carry them alone anymore. Thank you for welcoming every part of me without rejection. I never have to hide my weakness from you because you already see it with perfect love. I never have to find impressive words because you understand every sigh before it reaches my lips. There is such peace in knowing that you listen with complete attention, even when all I can offer is silence. Help me to trust you again in the ordinary moments of life. Help me notice your presence in simple things that I often overlook. Let me recognize your peace in the stillness of the morning, in the quiet of the evening, and in the gentle reminders that you are faithfully walking beside me. Teach my heart to slow down enough to remember that I am never alone. When I feel uncertain about the future, remind me that you are already there. When I feel discouraged by delays, help me believe that your timing is never careless. When I become impatient with myself, teach me to receive the same grace that you continually extend to me. Help me stop measuring my life by what I have not yet accomplished and instead rest in the truth that I am safely held in your hands. Lord, thank you for the gift of your Spirit, who remains with me even when I cannot find the right words. Thank you that your presence is not something distant that I must search for endlessly. You are near. You remain faithful. You continue to comfort, strengthen, and gently guide me through each passing day. Even when my emotions change, your faithfulness does not. Even when I feel weak, your love remains steady. There are places within my heart that still need healing. There are old wounds that sometimes reopen without warning. There are memories that continue to bring sadness, regrets that still whisper to me, and moments I wish I could change. I place each one into your caring hands. I do not ask to erase the past. I simply ask that your gentle presence would meet me there, bringing comfort where there has been pain, peace where there has been unrest, and quiet hope where discouragement has lingered for far too long. Help me to become more aware of your kindness than of my fears. Let my heart rest in the assurance that I do not have to have every answer today. I do not have to solve every problem before I can experience your peace. I simply want to remain close to you, trusting that you will continue to lead me one gentle step at a time. Father, as I continue to sit quietly before you, I realize how much I need your peace to settle into every corner of my heart. There are places within me that still feel unsettled. There are concerns that return even after I have prayed. There are moments when fear quietly finds its way back into my thoughts. Yet even then, you do not grow tired of welcoming me into your presence. You never tell me that I have come too many times with the same burdens. Instead, you continue to receive me with the same gentle love, the same patient compassion, and the same faithful care. Thank you for never measuring me by my weaknesses. Thank you for seeing beyond my failures and my fears. You know the person I am becoming, even when I struggle to see it myself. You continue to shape my heart with tenderness instead of pressure. You invite me to walk with you one day at a time, trusting that your work within me is not finished. Lord, help me to remember that I do not have to carry everything by my own strength. When I become exhausted from trying to hold every responsibility together, remind me that you are my resting place. When I begin to believe that everything depends on me, gently turn my heart back toward your faithfulness. Teach me to release what I cannot control and to trust that you are already caring for the things that keep me awake at night. I pray for every relationship that is close to my heart. Bless those whom I love. Surround them with your peace, your wisdom, and your protection. Meet them in their own joys and struggles. Draw them close to you in quiet and personal ways. Where there has been misunderstanding, let kindness grow. Where there has been distance, let healing slowly begin. Where there has been sorrow, let your comforting presence gently remain. Thank you for the countless ways you have cared for me without my even noticing. Thank you for the prayers you have answered in ways I did not expect. Thank you for the doors you lovingly kept closed because you knew what I could not see. Thank you for every unseen protection, every quiet provision, every unexpected encouragement, and every moment of grace that has carried me through difficult days. Lord, help me not to rush through this life so quickly that I forget to notice your goodness. Open my heart to the simple gifts you place before me each day. Let gratitude become a quiet rhythm within me. Even in ordinary moments, let me recognize that your love continues to surround me. Let me find joy in small blessings, comfort in peaceful moments, and hope in knowing that you remain faithful through every season. When I feel discouraged by my own imperfections, remind me that your love is not based on my performance. You know every unfinished part of my life, and still you call me your own. Thank you for loving me with a patience that never runs out. Thank you for never giving up on me, even when I have been slow to trust you fully. As I think about the days ahead, I place them gently into your hands. I do not know what tomorrow will bring, but I know that you will already be there. Walk with me through every conversation, every decision, every unexpected moment, and every quiet hour. Let your presence become the steady place where my heart finds rest again and again. If joy comes, help me receive it with gratitude. If challenges come, help me meet them with quiet trust. If waiting continues, help me remain patient without losing hope. No matter what this season holds, let me remember that I never walk through it alone. Lord, continue to soften my heart. Remove anything within me that keeps me from resting in your love. Replace resentment with forgiveness. Replace anxiety with peace. Replace discouragement with gentle hope. Teach me to become more patient with others because you have been endlessly patient with me. Teach me to extend kindness because I have received so much kindness from you. Thank you for being my refuge when life feels uncertain. Thank you for being my comfort when words are few. Thank you for remaining constant in a world that changes so quickly. I do not want my heart to be ruled by fear or driven by worry. I simply want to remain close to you, allowing your quiet presence to shape the way I live, the way I love, and the way I trust. As this prayer comes to a close, I leave every burden in your loving hands. I leave behind the fears I have carried for too long. I leave behind the need to understand everything before I can rest. I leave behind the pressure to have all the answers. Instead, I receive the quiet assurance that you are with me, that you see me completely, and that your love will continue to sustain me one day at a time. Thank you for hearing every whispered prayer, every unspoken longing, and every silent tear. Thank you for holding what feels fragile within me with perfect tenderness. May my heart continue to find its home in your presence, trusting that you will never leave me and that your peace will gently guide me through whatever lies ahead. Lord, when I begin to forget your goodness, gently bring my heart back to the quiet place where I first learned to trust you. Remind me that you have been faithful through every chapter of my life, even in moments when I could not recognize your hand at work. Looking back, I can see how you carried me through days that once seemed impossible. You gave me strength when I thought I had none left. You provided comfort when my heart felt empty. You surrounded me with grace even when I did not realize how deeply I needed it. Thank you for every evidence of your love, both seen and unseen. I ask you to keep shaping my heart into a place where your peace can dwell freely. Remove the fears that quietly convince me I must face life on my own. Gently loosen the grip of every worry that keeps me from resting in you. Replace the noise within me with the calm assurance that you are near, that you are present, and that you continue to walk beside me with unwavering love. Help me to receive each new day as a gift rather than a burden. May I not become so focused on what is missing that I overlook the countless ways you continue to care for me. Open my eyes to the beauty of ordinary moments. Let me notice the quiet blessings that often pass unnoticed. A peaceful morning, a kind word, a moment of stillness, a renewed sense of hope. Let gratitude slowly become the language of my heart. Father, continue to teach me to trust you even when I cannot see the whole path before me. I know that I do not need to understand everything in order to be safely held by you. I do not need every answer before I can experience your peace. I simply desire to remain close to you, allowing your presence to become my confidence, my comfort, and my resting place. As I rise from this prayer, may I carry with me the quiet assurance that I am never alone. Let my heart remain anchored in your love throughout this day and every day that follows. May your gentle spirit continue to guide my thoughts, soften my words, and fill my life with the peace that only you can give. Whatever joys await me, may I receive them with humility. Whatever challenges come, may I meet them with quiet trust, knowing that your faithful presence will never fail me. I place my life, my future, my loved ones, my hopes, and every hidden part of my heart into your loving hands. There is no safer place to be than with you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for remaining with me, now and always. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.